Good evening, friends. I'm back again to recite another poem of mine. This is typical of a ordinary working woman in Mumbai. I hope you will like it, and I would cherish to have your feedback on this. I really salute the woman who manage to multitask, managing home and all the details that it entails, and also their work, their career, raising children, looking into their homework. So, hats off to these women. So, here goes. Mother returning home. It is my humble homage to all the working women, especially of Mumbai. Have you seen a mother returning home? In the evening at gloam, she watches the clock sitting in an insignificant corner of a dingy, damp office room. Impatiently, she starts straightening her decrepit desk, packing the last remaining tidbits in her overstuffed handbag. She leaves on the dot at 5. Her gait has slowed. She almost sags. As she covers the distance to the train station, the hawkers try to lure her with fresh greens. Her tired eyes narrows down on tender beans. Pav kilo gawar fali de do. She manages to find space to put it in. Her shoulder droops with the weight she carries inside the world of her handbag. The platform has no place to fit, yet she slides in. Packed like sardines, she squeezes in the general compartment for ladies. Holding on to the overhanging bar, she scans the humid air. No place to sit, no place to stand. She hangs in mid-air. She hopes after Bandra, a suburban station, the crowd would thin. Alighting after a grim hour, she hikes her sari knee-high as she makes her way through the ill-lit lanes overflowing with refuse. The putrid smell doesn't bother her. Immune she is to everything. Hurrying at the junction, she meets a street girl plying aromatic veni. She smiles a wan smile. Nodding her head in negation, she pats her gajra, hanging limply. Ruefully, she sighs. Its edges have browned like me. She opens the door with her own key, wiping the brow with the corner of her pallu, tucking the graying wisps behind her ears. She switches on the 60-watt light. Quickly, she sets about arranging for tea and dinner. She looks into the other room and offers a cup of tea to her mother-in-law, who grumbles about the cleaning woman. She smiles an unheard lost smile. She heads to light the diya. Deva Deva, bless and protect my family from the curse of evil eyes. Her husband returns to the steaming cup. Her children enter to a round of gupshup. She is locked out from all this. The circles under her eyes are darkened pools of crushed dreams. She crashes into her hard bed past midnight, setting an alarm for 4 a.m., readying for another day, another battleground. She is like a forgotten punctuation in the paragraph of life. Thank you, friends. This is from my book, Melange. Thank you so much.